Puscar. He's the founder of Yuxi Pacific, a very interesting company focused on big data, headquarters in Philadelphia. And you've got a really exciting story, so tell us how you ended up here.
Well, you know, it was a long road to find a country in Latin America where we wanted to base our operations, and we took some time to really do a lot of research. We looked at Central America, we looked at South America, but this city really combines the best of everything that we were looking for. A lot of talent, good universities, good cost structure, low cost of living, and the ability for us to scale the business up quickly and do it with really good people.
So what I think is real interesting about your story is you really did a lot of analysis of a bunch of different markets in Latin America. And
yeah.
Tell us what you're finding and again, how this compares to other destinations in the region.
Sure, or even outside the region. As you know, we have offices in China as well. This particular location, you really have the best of everything. So as I was saying, you know, good universities, the ability to recruit, but beyond that, you really get a lot of support from the local government. This city, in my opinion, is really doing things the right way with their digital city initiative, with the new Ruta NA complex in the middle of the city. Mm-hmm. They understand that sort of investment in technology and investment in people is how to create a successful environment of entrepreneurship and business. And for us personally, it's been a huge win. Our revenue is up more than 80% since we opened this office. Profitability is up, and so you know we fully intend to double down on that bet and continue to hire more people here.
Now, part of your success apparently is the fact that you're in big data,
yeah.
Very hot market now.
Right.
Tell us the type of customers you're doing, the types of projects you're doing.
Sure. So we're principally working in the publishing industry, and with the last 2 years, everything has changed. There's been a revolution in digital publishing, and as part of that, it's sort of the confluence of digital publishing revolution and this sort of new cutting-edge technology that's been available. So the big data problem is essentially a lot of content and users who need better ways to discover that content and use that content to create new products and new revenue. So our customers are principally in the publishing industry, and they're using the content that they already have to create new, interesting products that they can use to make more revenue.
So when you hired the folks here, how much expertise do they have in like things like Hadoop and some of these other types of solutions?
No, it's mixed. So we are able to find people like that, which surprises me. And we're able to find people with English fluency, which also surprised me. But the most important thing is they're very teachable. So I hire for people who are intelligent, who are smart, intelligent, dynamic, energetic, who like their jobs and they like technology. So I found here, when you find those people and you bring them in and they're very eager to learn, they can come up to speed very quickly.
How does that compare to China? Because this is a real interesting thing. I think it's the first time we've run into a company that's actually been in China, essentially is stepping back out of China. So yeah. How does that?
The Chinese market's an interesting place right now because, first of all, there's hiring. It's very difficult to hire. Here, if I open 5 or 10 job positions, I can usually fill them within 6 weeks. In China, I'm lucky if I can hire 1 or 2 talented people a month. And it's not because they don't have talented people. It's because Tata is there, and Wipro is there, and the competition there is tremendous. And so that's one part of it. The other part of it has been inflation. Inflation has pushed the cost structure of everything up, from food to salaries to the cost of living, the real estate. So these things kind of combine. While China was a great place to be 10 years ago, it's much less desirable these days.
So when you tell your U.S. clients, I'm now in Medellin,
yeah.
What's the reaction?
Well, yeah, it's interesting that you asked that because, yes, the reaction I get is Medellin has a reputation as being a very dangerous place and not necessarily a good business climate. And so I usually have to educate them and help them to understand. But usually after they make their first visit here, you know, that perspective wanes.
And tell us about you. Are you living here now full time?
I did. When I first opened this office, my intention was to create a satellite office with 10 or 15 employees. And once I realized I could find the talent that I needed and we could grow the way that we wanted to, I decided that this was going to be the advanced technology center for the company. And since we did that, I made the decision that I was going to live here. And it's just a fantastic city. So if you take aside all of the great things I told you in terms of the business, it's got a great year-round climate, really friendly people, great restaurants, great nightlife. It's everything you could ever want in a city that you want to live in. And of course, all that with a very low cost of living.
Sounds perfect. All right. Well, good luck to you. We'll check back in with you in maybe a year or so.
You've got it. Don't bring me too much competition, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks very much.